In the winter of 1777, the American Revolution was on the brink of collapse. The British held the capital of Philadelphia. The Continental Army, defeated and demoralized, limped into a desolate winter encampment called Valley Forge. There were no glorious battles fought there. The enemy was not a red-coated army. It was something far more relentless: starvation, disease, and the crushing despair of a dying cause. This is the story of that winter, told through the private journal of a common soldier who endured it. A testament to the fact that sometimes the greatest victory is simply to survive.
The 18th of December, 1777. My dearest Abigail, we have made this place our winter quarters. They call it Valley Forge. There is little of a valley to recommend it, and even less of a forge, save for the one in our souls where our resolve is either hardened or shattered. We arrived with stomachs empty and spirits low. There are no barracks, no shelter, only the unforgiving forest and the frozen earth. Our first task is to build a city of log huts with our bare, freezing hands. 12,000 of us. The sound of axes on wood is the only song here, a grim and desperate rhythm. The hunger is a constant dull ache. Today's ration was a tasteless paste of flour and water, which we bake on a hot stone. We call it fire cake. It is a poor substitute for the bread from your oven, my love. I think of your cooking, of the warmth of our kitchen, and it feels a world away. Some men have no shoes at all. They wrap their feet in rags, leaving bloody tracks in the snow. It is a sight that chills a man deeper than any winter wind. How can an army fight for liberty when it cannot even provide its men with shoes? There are whispers of desertion in the night. I confess, the thought of our warm bed, of our farm, tempts me more than I care to admit. But then I look at the faces of the men around me, and I see the same struggle, the same stubborn refusal to quit, and so I stay. The 29th of December. Sickness has come to the camp. A putrid fever, they call it. Men who were shivering from the cold one day are burning with it the next. We have a building designated as a hospital, but it is a house of death. There is little medicine and even less hope within its walls. I pray each night for my own health and for the health of the men in my hut. We are farmers and blacksmiths, not soldiers, and we are ill-equipped for this kind of war. This is a battle of attrition, a battle against the winter itself, and the winter, it seems, is winning. The 23rd of February, 1778. A new man has arrived in camp. A foreigner, a Prussian baron named von Steuben. He speaks little English, and he shouts and curses in a half-dozen languages, but by God, the man knows how to make soldiers. He has taken this ragged mob of ours and has begun to forge us into an army. He drills us relentlessly, from dawn until dusk. In the frozen mud, we march, we wheel. We handle our muskets until our arms ache. He is a terror. But for the first time in months, we have a purpose beyond merely surviving the day. He is teaching us how to fight together, how to be a single, sharp instrument of war. A flicker of pride has returned to the camp. The 10th of March. Today I saw the general, not from a distance on his great horse, but up close. General Washington. He was inspecting our new drill formations. I saw the look on his face. He is as weary as any of us. There are lines of exhaustion etched around his eyes. But there is a fire in those eyes as well, a resolve that does not bend. He stopped and spoke to a private, a boy from Pennsylvania who had no coat. The general took his own cloak and draped it over the boy's shoulders. He said nothing, just gave a nod and walked on. It is this, Abigail, that keeps us here. Not the speeches of politicians, nor the promise of pay. It is him. He suffers with us. His cause is our cause. As long as he remains, we will remain. The 15th of April. The first hint of spring has come to the valley. A small bird was singing outside my hut this morning. The sickness is beginning to recede. The drills have made us strong. We are still hungry. We are still a sorry sight, but we are not the same army that limped in here in December. We have been tested by the cruelest fire, and we have not broken. The winter is over. We have survived. And now we are ready to fight again. I believe now, truly believe, that the future we are fighting for is worth the price we have paid. I will see you again, my love. I will see our farm and our son, and I will tell him of the winter that birthed a nation.
Of the 12,000 soldiers who encamped at Valley Forge, nearly 2,000 would die from disease, starvation, and exposure. They were casualties in a battle with no bullets. But the Continental Army that marched out of Valley Forge in the spring of 1778 was a disciplined, professional fighting force, forged in the crucible of that terrible winter. They would go on to win the American Revolution. The journal of men like Private Silas Mann is a testament to their quiet, unyielding endurance. It is the story of how a fragile idea called America was kept alive not by grand victories, but by the simple, stubborn refusal of ordinary men to give up.